Premier League is back. After over 100 days without proper entertaining football, the wait is finally over and the Premier League has finally restarted. Man United versus Spurs, which was probably the biggest game of this week because let's be honest, no one cares about the Merseyside derby, Liverpool, Everton, who cares, right? So yeah, Man United versus Spurs, Ole versus Jose, ends 1-1. Now in this video, I'll be talking about whether it was an acceptable draw, a couple of areas where I think Ole went wrong in this game, and was I impressed with the way we performed at this game. So starting off with the starting lineup, I think Ole set up a very good team for this game. He went for a 4-3-3 instead of the three at the back, which I think was a good decision given that we wouldn't get enough chances to counter attacking this game because Jose likes to sit deep and he parks the bus. So there's absolutely no way we would be able to counter attack them. So a 4-3-3 was probably the right decision for this game. However, one position which I think where Ole went wrong was the right wing, and Dan James shouldn't have started in this game because look, not every player can be effective in every single situation. Dan James, I really like him as a player. I think he's brilliant with all the pace that he has, but he's only good when it comes to counter-attacking football. Against teams like Spurs, Jose Mourinho's Spurs, which likes to sit deep and just happily defend throughout the 90 minutes, I don't think he is of any use against these teams. Against Spurs, against these lesser clubs, lower teams like Burnley and all of those clubs which really like to defend a lot, I think Dan James is of no use whatsoever. I think Mata or Greenwood should have started. Preferably Mata because Greenwood is better as a sub in the second half. If Mata had started, provided that Pogba wasn't starting, Bruno, the creativity which Bruno and Mata provides would have been really useful in the first half where we weren't being able to create much chances. So I think Mata should have started instead of Dan James. But it's all right. He went for Dan James. So I can't really blame Ole for not starting Pogba because he was injured before the Premier League stopped, and our team was used to playing with three at the back, and they were coordinating very well. So I think he wanted to see if they could put in the same performance without Pogba in the first half. It didn't work out well, so in the second half we brought in Pogba, which was a good decision. We were dominating in the first half. We had loads and loads of possession. But we weren't quite creating enough chances. And I completely expected that to happen because Jose's teams love to defend. And I think there's no other team in this world which is, organized and structured so good defensively as that of Jose's teams. So it was pretty expected that without Pogba or, Mata, we wouldn't be able to create so many chances. We had Bruno in the team who was trying, but, a single man can't entirely, orchestrate the flow of the game. So we had a lot of possession, but we weren't creating enough chances. And then, we made a mistake. Luke Shaw misjudged his header. Then Bergwijn capitalized on that, and he absolutely ruined Maguire's career in less than 2-3 seconds, and went on to score the first goal, a cheap goal to concede, which I think De Gea should have saved. One of the best goalkeepers in the world, he should have saved that. I'll make a video about De Gea, whether he should stay, whether we should bring back Dean Henderson. I'll make a video on that, so stay tuned. So we conceded the first goal, cheap goal to concede, and then suddenly Spurs started to get back into the game. They felt most likely to score again. Son's header, which De Gea saved, it was a good save. But yeah, the first half it was a decent half, I think, given that Pogba wasn't there on the pitch and so was Mata. But yeah, we had a very attacking approach, I can say that. But then we didn't have enough creativity. We had an attacking approach. I could see it that we were trying to attack. We were trying to find spaces on the wings. Rashford was dropping deep to create space for Martial to run into on the wings, but it wasn't working because, of course, Jose's Spurs is very organized and structured when it comes to defense. So the first half ended. Then in the second half, the game completely changed as soon as Pogba and Greenwood came on. It completely changed. Pogba is a game changer. And I hate to say this, and surprisingly enough, Pogba played well. right? I've said a lot about him in the past. Yeah, I've said a lot about him in the past, but he played well today. He was a game changer, as I said, and his presence, you know, his presence was exactly what we needed. And as soon as Pogba and Greenwood came on, we started creating a lot of chances. We could have scored. Martial probably should have scored twice, but Lloris saved a good goal. Lloris' save was amazing. But yeah, Pogba was amazing, right? I've been saying it time and time again today, but Pogba was really amazing. And but that's the thing about Pogba. He's good. He's really good on his day, but he's inconsistent. Now, I mean, he put in a great performance yesterday, but in the next game against Sheffield, if he plays, maybe he would not. Maybe he would not put another 10 out of 10 performance because inconsistency and he might be sloppy at times, but yesterday's game he was amazing. He was absolutely amazing. As soon as he came on, the entire game changed and we were creating a lot more chances. We should have scored two or three. I think that if Pogba had started this game, we would have won this game, but you can't really blame Ole for not starting Pogba, as I said. So yeah, we should have scored more. We should have won this game, but it ended 1-1. Am I happy with this performance and a 1-1 draw? Yes. Am I satisfied? No. Was it an acceptable draw? Yes. We need to keep putting pressure on Chelsea, who sit fourth on the table with a game in hand and are 2 points ahead of us. They face Aston Villa this week, if I'm not wrong, and I don't think they lose that game, but if they do well enough, we need to put these kind of performances every week against every single team. As I said, if Pogba started, we would have won, but he didn't start, so it's all right. But we face Sheffield on Tuesday or Wednesday, and we need to win that one. And let's hope we put the same performance again. We were absolutely amazing, and I'm proud of this team. All right, before the Premier League stopped, we were in great form, and I thought that once the Premier League restarts, we might lose the touch, but we didn't, and we were amazing, and we were the best, we were the better team yesterday. Martial disappointed me yesterday because he wasn't really involved in the game. He got a couple of chances, but he wasn't really involved as much as Rashford or Bruno or Pogba or Greenwood was. So but that's the thing about Martial. He'll have a couple of games where he hasn't done much, and suddenly out of nowhere he'll score two or three goals in a single game, and then put in great performances in every other game. So yeah, I am happy with this result, and I am happy with this performance. Let's hope we put in the same performances again. Let's hope we put the same performance against Sheffield, and yeah, keep putting the pressure on Chelsea so that we can secure a place in the Champions League next season. So that was it for today, guys. I'll be back with another video in a couple of days, probably about the hair, as I said. So stay tuned for that. Until then, stay safe and yeah, bye.